In this video, I will explain why you may be experiencing vocal strain, and I will give you 3 steps to finding more vocal freedom. Hi, I'm Katarina, speech-language pathologist, and here on this channel I share practical tips about using your voice in a healthy way. So if this is a topic that interests you, consider subscribing to this channel and hitting that bell notification icon so that you don't miss any of my future videos. If your voice gets easily tired, your throat feels tight, or if it hurts to talk, you may be experiencing vocal strain. In my 20+ years of experience, these are the most common complaints of people with vocal strain or muscle tension dysphonia. This change in the voice quality or in the feel of the voice is caused by excessive muscle tension in and around the larynx, the voice box, or other places in the body that affect the vocal function. Vocal strain usually develops over a period of time. It may start with an innocent laryngitis, or as a reaction to irritants, or after an episode of yelling and screaming, or even as a stress-related response of the body. Because of this initial cause, you may start relying and engaging other muscles to speak. The way you use your voice during this initial period can then develop into a habitual motor pattern that consistently invites constriction or involvement of other muscles that do not need to work during speaking. There may not be any structural changes on the vocal folds, but their function is altered as time goes by. And while the initial cause may be long gone, the voice changes remain because of the excessive squeezing or tension that is now associated with the new way of using your voice. Other very common complaints of people who experience vocal tension are a voice that sounds rough, hoarse, gravelly, or raspy, a voice that is weak or breathy, a voice that sounds strained, pressed, squeezed, tight, or tense, voice that gives out or fades away. If you experience any of these symptoms, I know how frustrating it feels. The one thing that everyone around us takes for granted, our voice, now becomes unreliable, and every day you may wake up not knowing how long your voice will last and how you can fix this problem. If that is you, just write me in the comments below. But there is a solution. Let me give you 3 steps that are absolutely necessary to get rid of vocal strain. Step number 1, visit a voice specialist. I've said this many times before, but I still meet people asking for my help without visiting a voice specialist first. You cannot self-diagnose your vocal issues. I cannot diagnose your vocal issues, even if you send me a recording of your voice. Nobody can diagnose your vocal problem based on listening to your voice. If you are experiencing vocal problems or changes in your voice that last for more than 2 weeks without the presence of an acute infection, such as cold or flu, make an appointment with a voice specialist, which is an ENT doctor, ear, nose, and throat doctor. But there are different types of ENT doctors. Talk to an ENT who specializes in voice problems. This is the specialist who can properly assess your voice. And I know that it may be challenging for many people to get such an appointment due to various reasons, but it is absolutely necessary to know what is happening with your vocal folds. Many different vocal problems sound and feel the same, and the only way to know for sure is to have someone look at them. Step number 2, eliminate vocal tension. Many people accumulate muscle tension even before they say anything. They may wake up with already tight muscles in their throat, or they create more tension as they speak throughout the day. And by the end of the day, the muscles are so tight that it is painful or even impossible to talk at all. And therefore, it is a good idea to have a set of exercises, vocal or silent, that can decrease muscle tension from your body. If you search my YouTube channel, you will find many videos in which I talk about these techniques. They can range from laryngeal massage and other types of manual releases to vocal exercises that use straws or other types of semi-occluded vocal tract exercises to release tension from the vocal folds. I will post a few links to these free resources under the video, so don't forget to check them. If the reason for your vocal tension is related to stress and anxiety, then a daily meditation for your voice is something that you can do to release tension from your throat. This is a novel idea, but it really works because meditation calms your nervous system, including the vagus nerve, which also innervates the larynx. And research supports that because now we know that meditation or mindfulness practices lead to positive changes in the tissue of the vocal folds. Step 3, build healthy voice use. As I said at the beginning, the voice use that leads to vocal strain or even pain has motor patterns that cause the muscles to work too hard, inefficiently, or unnecessarily. Think of it like too many body parts are working excessively even if they don't have to. And the only way to fix this problem is to learn to speak with efficient motor patterns again. It is easily said, but it takes time and dedication, and it usually requires help from a professional such as a voice therapist or a voice coach. There is no quick fix for this step. The approach I take with my clients is that we look at all of the possible sources of tension in the body, and then we learn how to control different parts of the voice independent of all the other structures. For example, we train to move the true vocal folds independently of the tongue, jaw, and the false vocal folds. We train to use the articulation muscles without affecting the vocal fold closure. Or we train to breathe without creating tension in your throat. Or we train to move the larynx independently of the tongue. Or we train to make louder sounds without taxing the vocal folds. If you are experiencing vocal strain, tension, or pain when speaking, and you are ready to work towards a free, strong, and confident voice, you can apply to our Vocal Freedom System coaching program. Check out the links in the description below this video. So these are 3 steps that are absolutely necessary on the way to finding a voice without straining. But of course, there are more things to consider. And I made a video in which I walk you through 7 steps that lead to a strong voice without tension. If you want to know what voice, body, and mind considerations you need to take to truly free your voice, click the link in the description below this video. And if you found this video helpful, click the like button and share it with your friends, and check out my videos on how to release tension right here below. I hope to see you soon. Bye!